Dear students, greetings of the day. Today we will look over the various terminologies used in housekeeping and accommodation department. This will help you to understand the meaning and reasons of various terms which are generally used in the housekeeping department in day-to-day processes. Housekeeping. Housekeeping is defined as the provision of a clean, comfortable, safe, and aesthetically appealing environment. Back of the house, the functional areas of the hotel in which employees have little or no guest contact, such as the engineering and maintenance department, laundry, and so on. Deep cleaning, intensive or specialized cleaning undertaken in guest rooms or public areas, often conducted according to a special schedule or on a special project basis. Departure room, a room from which the guest has departed, settled the account, returned the room keys, and left the hotel. It is also called a checkout room or vacated room. D&D card, a do not disturb card, is hung outside the room to inform hotel staff or visitors that the occupant does not wish to be disturbed. Faucets, another term for taps. Floor pantry, a service room provided on each floor for GRAs to store cleaning agents, equipment, guest supplies, guest room linen, and maid's cart. Inventory, stocks of merchandise, operating supplies, and other items held for future use in a hospitality operation. Linen, material woven from fibers of the flax plant. The term linen is also used loosely to denote daily launderable articles in the linen room. Upholstery, textiles, padding, springs and other materials used for decorating furniture and rendering it more comfortable. Water closet, sanitary fitting consisting of the toilet bowl and the cistern. Amenities, services or items offered to guests or placed in the guest rooms for convenience and comfort at no extra cost.
Shift, night shift. Chamois leather. Chamois leather is used mainly in cleaning and polishing. Originally skins of chamois goat antelope were used, but now they are usually skivers, that is, split skins of sheep or simulated leather. Chamois leather is used wet for cleaning windows. SOP, abbreviation for Standard Operating Procedure. A document of a standing nature that specifies a certain method of operating or a specific procedure for the accomplishment of a task. Occupancy, the number of rooms actually in use, occupied. Vanity unit, a unit comprising a wash basin and mirror, surrounded by a flat area where soap, dental kits, shaving kits, and tooth glasses are kept. Damp dust, a method of cleaning where the item to be cleaned is wiped with a damp cloth. Guest loan items, guest supplies not normally found in a guest room, but available upon request, for example, hair dryers and ironing boards. Sunny bins, small metal or plastic containers with lids, kept in toilets for the collection of soiled sanitary towels. Toothglass/gargling glass, a glass placed on the vanity unit as a guest supply and used for gargling. Hand caddy, a portable container for storing and transporting cleaning supplies, carried on a room
A room status indicating a room that is occupied by a guest with small, light luggage. Antiseptic, an agent that makes the environment non-conducive to the growth and reproduction of disease-causing microbes. Buffing, polishing, say, the floor with a low-speed polishing machine. Builders. A builder is defined as a compound that has no surface active properties but increases the bulk and the efficiency of a detergent. Burnishing, polishing the floor with a high-speed floor machine to achieve an extremely high gloss. Crib, a cot for babies, provided to guest on request. Crinkle sheet, a distinctively woven sheet used to cover and protect the blanket. It is now called a third sheet. Dutch wife, another term for the sewing kit provided as a guest amenity. Duvets, quilts filled with down feathers or synthetic fibers. Also referred sometimes as comforters. Lacquer, colored varnish made of shellac dissolved in alcohol. pH scale, a scale that indicates the acidity or alkalinity of substances. Quates, quaternary ammonium compounds, used as disinfectant. Surfactants, surface-active compounds that impart a good wetting power, emulsifying power, and suspending power to detergents. Terrazzo, flooring which consists of marble, granite, and other decorative chips set in cement. WC, water closet, a toilet bowl and flush. Wicker, wicker is derived from the shoots of willow plants. It is used for making woven items such as bread baskets, flower baskets, mats, etc. Squeezy, a manual cleaning equipment with a rubber or metal blade and a long handle, used for removing excess moisture from hard surfaces such as floors and window panes. Kaolin, another name for china clay. Tarnish, a discoloration caused by a chemical reaction between a metal and substances found in water, air and food. Different metals undergo different types of tarnishing. Veneer, a thin coating of finer wood on another wooden surface, ottoman, sofa without a back. HWC, handle with care. SPAT, special attention. DND, abbreviation for do not disturb. Adjoining rooms, two or more rooms grouped side by side and sharing a common entrance door. Connecting doors, two adjoining rooms accessible to one another by a connecting door between them. King bed, a guest room bed at PH room that can accommodate two persons and larger than queen bed. Twin bed, a guest room bed at master room suites that can accommodate a maximum of 2 persons. Indicates two single beds. Queen bed, a guest room bed at master room suites that can accommodate one persons and larger than single bed. Single, a guest room bed intended for only one person. Indicates a single, one bed. Double bed, a type of bed that bigger than a single but smaller than a queen bed. Extra bed, a type of bed that can be easily transported to the guest room as guest. intended for only one person. Booked to capacity refers to a situation when the hotel has accepted the maximum number of reservations. Manifest list of guest names in details. CIP, abbreviation for commercially important person who has been designed by management for receiving special service. This person has commercial significance to our hotel business. VIP, abbreviation for very important person who has been designed by management for receiving special service. No-show guest, a guest who does not arrive when accommodation is reserved. Blocked, a room that is being held for a certain guest on a certain day. Comp, refers to a room that is complimentary room change, when a guest moves from one room to another room. Room Status Report. Report completed to indicate the status of each room, whether vacant, occupied or out of order. Updating, to transmit the most accurate status of rooms to the front office and housekeeping terminals. Check out time, time designated by the hotel for guests to vacate the rooms at the end of stay. View out, the day when a room is expected to be vacated. Stay over, an occupied room that will not check out at the end of stay. Front of the house, entire public area. Back of the house, all areas not accessible to guests. Spotting, word used to describe the removal of stains from a limited surface. General cleaning, indicates through cleaning of guest room and bath, done on a periodic basis. Guest request, a service or item requested by guest. Occupied tonight, indicates the number of guest room occupied in the hotel. House use, guest room allocated and used by management or company personnel. Key control, a security system requiring each staff to account for all keys during working hours. Linen room, central area of the housekeeping department from which all uniform supplies and linen is issued. 1-for-1 exchange, a system whereby a dirty uniform is exchanged for a clean set 1-on-1 basis. Shelter cabinet, located on each floor and contains linen necessary to service the guest room. Logbook, a record, being kept and maintained by each floor supervisor, in which all calls, requests, and other important information are recorded. OCC, occupied, a guest room in which a guest or the guest's belongings are present. Vac, vacant, a guest room that is ready to be sold to a new guest. OOO, out of order, a guest room that is not saleable. M./U, makeup room, an occupied guest room which needs to be cleaned, including beds to be made. TDS, turn down service, an evening service performed by a room boy. DND, do not disturb, abbreviation indicating that the guest does not want his room to be entered nor want to be disturbed. DL, double locked, the door of the room is bolted from the inside. Before knocking on any room door, room attendant if the door is unlocked. RS refused service indicates that the guest refused service. Floor par, the quantity of each type of linen that is required to outfit all rooms serviced from a particular floor pantry. Inventory, stocks of merchandise, operating supplies, and other items held for future use in a hospitality operation. Occupancy report, a report prepared each night by the front office, which lists the rooms occupied that night and indicates guests who are expected to check out the following day. Par stock, par number, a multiple of the standard quantity of a particular inventory item that must be on hand to support daily, routine housekeeping operations. Stay over, a room status indicating a room occupied by a guest who is not checking out today and will remain at least one more night. DNCO, did not check out. The guest made arrangements to settle his or her account, and thus is not a skipper, but has left without informing the front office. Luggage rack, a furniture item provided in guest rooms for placing the guest's luggage on. Jacuzzis, whirlpool, small pools in which alternate jets of warm water bring about therapeutic effect. Guest loan items, guest supplies not normally found in a guest rooms but available upon request. For example, ironing board. Guest essentials, items that are essential to the guest rooms and are not expected to be used up or taken away by guest. Guest expendables, guest supplies that are expected to be used up or taken away by guest on leaving the property. Coverlet, a bedspread that just covers the top of the dust truffle but does not reach down to the floor. Breakfast knob cards, card hung by guests on the knobs of guest room doors to pre-order breakfast at night so that the order reaches the staff on time and the guest is not disturbed for placing the order early in the morning. Vanity area, a unit comprising a wash basin and mirror, surrounded by flat area where soap, dental kits, saving kits, and tooth glasses are kept. Tent cards, hotel publicity cards in the shape of tents placed in guest rooms. Soiled linen, dirty and stained linen that required laundering. Porch, a covered approach to the entrance of a building. Minibar, a fixture in modern guest rooms. This is a miniature refrigerator stocked with juices, liquor, and snack for the convenience of guests. Murphy bed. This refers to a bed that folds up into the walls and looks like a bookshelf or cupboard when folded away, being named for a leading manufacturer of such beds. It may also be called a psycho bed, after another leading manufacturer of fold-away or wall beds. Occupied, a guest is currently registered to the room. Complimentary, the room is occupied, but the guest is assessed no charge for its use. Stay over, the guest is not expected to check out today and will remain at least one more night. On change, the guest has departed, but the room has not yet been cleaned and readied for resale. Do not disturb, the guest has requested not to be disturbed. Sleep out. A guest is registered to the room, but the bed has not been used. Skipper. The guest has left the hotel without making arrangements to settle his or her account. Sleeper. The guest has settled his or her account and left the hotel, but the front office staff has failed to properly update the room's status. Vacant and ready. The room has been cleaned and inspected and is ready for an arriving guest. Out of order. The room cannot be assigned to a guest. Room may be out of order for a variety of reasons, including the need for maintenance, refurbishing, and extensive cleaning. Double lock. The guest room door is locked from inside and outside 2 times so that no one can enter. Lockout. The room has been locked so that the guest cannot re-enter until a hotel official clears him or her. DNCO. Did not check out. The guest made arrangements to settle his or her account, and thus is not a skipper, but has left without informing the front office. View out. The room is expected to become vacant after the following day's checkout time. Do not paid. The guest is going to check out from the hotel today. Checkout. The guest has settled his or her account, returned the room keys, and left the hotel. Late checkout. The guest has requested and is being allowed to check out later than the hotel's standard checkout time.